Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am so excited because we are going to be reviewing e.l.f. and Jkissa's brand new collab, which makes me so happy because I actually watched her video a few days ago and I love the entire collab and what it's based around. So it is based around rescuing dogs. She is so passionate about it and she has two pit bulls which are the cutest. You guys know I have a very special place in my heart for rescue dogs and pit bulls in particular because I have a pit bull myself. So I have Bernard, who is a pit bull boxer mix. Hector and I rescued him in December of 2018 and he is the light to our life. He is the biggest baby. We call him a puppy even though he's almost 6 years old because he really is a puppy. He's just the best. So this collection lies very near and dear to my heart. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Make sure you grab a snack. I'm not gonna waste any time. So let's get started. So we have here the pamphlet, which is absolutely beautiful. You can just see how stunning she is. I love how she makes wearing color so effortless. You guys know I love my neutral looks, but with her, whenever I see her, it makes me want to play with color because she does it just like flawlessly. So this is her on the front, super cute. And then here on the back of the pamphlet, you can see her with her two pit bulls, which how cute. Like I love pit bulls and their big heads. That's one of my favorite things about them. And I love this here on the back as well. So it says if you snap and post a photo with an animal you love, you can use the hashtag eyes, lips, face, paws, and it can be any animal. It doesn't have to just be a dog. And for every submission, e.l.f. will donate $1 to Angel City Pit Bulls, which how amazing is that? I'm definitely going to be doing that this weekend because I love that. So here we have the box, and then when you open it up, I'm obsessed. It looks so pretty. So we have the To the Rescue eyeshadow palette, which retails for $20. We have the Suki to My Heart eyeshadow topper duo for $12. And then we have the Forever eyeshadow brush set that retails for $25. You get 6 brushes. Their brushes are incredible, and these brushes are actually brand new, not just like repackaged or anything, which makes me very happy because I'm always down for trying out some new eye brushes. So this is the entire collection. Let's get started with the eye look. Okay, my camera just randomly stopped recording. I think it's gonna be time for me to upgrade soon because it does that sometimes. After I record for like 5 to 6 minutes, it just stops. So luckily I only got to the crease shade. So I just wiped it off, I reprimed my lids, and here we are. So this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. So very sleek, very pretty packaging. And then when you open it up, you do get the little divider in here. But what makes this so unique is the fact that you can actually use the stickers on here and put them all over your palette to make it super cute and customize it. So I've never seen a brand do that. So I really love this idea. And you get to make your palette super cute. So I'm probably gonna rate Bernard on it just because, you know, that's my baby. So love that. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. So if you guys are familiar with their other eyeshadow palettes, the packaging is very similar, except this one feels a little bit nicer, to be honest. The top of it feels a little bit more heavy duty, and then these are all of the shades right in here. And of course, we're gonna be using all of the eye brushes today, which look how beautiful these handles are. Like I am obsessed, and I love e.l.f. makeup brushes, so I know these are gonna be good. I'm gonna start off with this shade right here, which is called Sadie, and I'm just gonna be applying that right in my crease. So I'm actually gonna start off with the J1 brush, and I'm gonna kind of start by packing that color on the outer crease. Playing with color always makes me so nervous. Then I'm gonna take the J2 brush, which is more of like a fluffier crease brush, tapping off the excess, and I'm just gonna kind of fluff that color in the crease. Oh, this is a good like packer brush, the J1. Now we can go in and kind of diffuse that shade a little bit. I'm gonna go back into the J2 brush with a little bit more of that shady Sadie shade. Oh girl, I like this purple. Okay, let's do the other eye now. That's gonna be the challenge. Okay, cool. So I'm loving the way the purple is looking. It's building up really nicely. Of course, we're gonna blend and add some more shades along the way, but I'm then gonna go in with the shade Cannoli, and I'm just gonna be applying that also on the outer crease, kind of meshing it in with the purple. I'm just gonna use that same brush that I was just using, the J1, and I'm gonna kind of just work that color in there. By the way, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm kind of just making this up as I go. Then I'm taking the J3 blending brush and I'm just gonna very lightly kind of run through the crease a little bit. Taking a little bit more of the Sadie shade. Then I'm gonna go into the shade Bailey and I'm just gonna be applying that on the inner part of my lid. By the way, I love how everything kind of goes together. If you go down the road, down the road, down the row, and you don't know what colors to use, these kind of all go together as well, which I like. So again, I'm just kind of cleaning off the brush as I go. I'm just using a little washcloth here that I always keep for makeup. Dipping into Bailey, I'm not spraying my brush so we can see the true pigment. Let me try it with my finger. It is pigmented, but fingers are your best tools. Oh yeah. Wow, that is like an intense blue. Holy cow. There is some fallout, but I'm heavy-handed also. So just something to keep in mind, but that's why I always do my eyes first, because I know that I'm heavy-handed. I'm gonna spray my brush just so we can see how it looks like sprayed on the other eye. Oh yeah, it makes it a little bit more kind of like wet and metallic, but honestly there's not a big difference. To be honest, your fingers work just as well. Wow, I don't think I've ever used a blue that's like this intense. I'm usually not crazy about blue, but this is actually really beautiful. I've definitely done blue looks, but this is like bright. I hope that the camera's picking it up. I feel like in person it definitely looks a lot more bright than what it actually is. I hope this doesn't mess anything up, but I'm kind of really gearing towards this shade right here, which is the green one. It just looks so pretty. Like, I don't know, I kind of just want to do something with that. It's like a seafoam green. So I'm gonna kind of take that with my finger and just use it to, ooh, kind of mesh the blue and just kind of blend all that together. Oh wow, okay, that's actually really pretty. That way there's like a gradient between the shades. And I'm kind of doing it like just right in the center. I want to add a little bit more of cannoli. I'm also gonna go in again with more of Sadie. I'm just mixing the two. I feel like the blue and the purple really meshes well together. Like, I'm actually really impressed. Then going in with more of Sadie also in the crease. With the blending brush, which is the J3. Because I still want to keep the purple, but I also like the way the blue looks with it. So I'm kind of like using both of them simultaneously. Is that the word I'm looking for? You get me. I know there's a lot of fallout on my face, but it's fine. We also have the little Suki to My Heart eyeshadow topper duo that I do want to use. This retails for $12. So this is what it looks like. Definitely want to use this shade right here. It's like a clear with like a bunch of glitter in it. And then the other one is like a really pretty lime green kind of gold, which looks gorgeous. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to take a really tiny brush. This one is her J5 brush. And I'm going to dip into that color directly onto the brush. I'm going to do a kind of a little like half moon in the eye, which I do very often, and I feel like it just really makes things pop a little bit more. Just a little subtle pop. I love doing this, especially when I do colorful looks. I really feel like it just adds that little extra oomph. I might do this color in the inner corners later on, or I might do this shade for like a little pop. We'll see once everything else comes together, but I really like the way this look turned out. At first I was a little nervous just because, again, I don't play with color, like rarely ever. I like to refer to myself as a beginner when it comes to color because I'm still so hesitant with what shades go with what, but I think this combo right here is absolutely stunning. I love the way this turned out. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna do lashes, foundation, all that fun stuff, and then we will finish up the lower lashes and get into some of the swatches on the rest of the shades that I did not use. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished up the rest of my makeup. I will leave everything that I use linked down below for you guys if you're interested. So we're gonna just finish up the lower lashes and then we can wrap up this eye look. So I did just customize my palette. I added some stickers. I put Bernard's name. I also put Nardy, which is like a little nickname that we have for him, little Nard. Nardy, just we have a bunch of nicknames for him, but I love it. Obsessed with the little stickers. I think this is so cute. So I think what I want to do is I'm gonna basically use a lot of the same colors that I used on my lid on the lower lashes as well. So I'm gonna start off, I think, with a little bit of the shimmer color, which is Bailey, and I'm gonna start putting that right here, and then I'm gonna put the green shade right in the center and then the purple on the outer corner. So I think I'm also gonna use the glitter topper actually first, and I'm gonna put that right in the inner corner. And to do this, I'm going to use the J4 brush. I'm literally just dipping directly into the applicator. Ooh, that is so pretty. I love how this is like a clear shade, and you can top this off over any eye color because it's a clear. It just has a bunch of really pretty like glitter, which just adds that really beautiful pop. So I'm gonna start off with the J6 brush, which this is like a really nice like definer, flat, really like stiff brush, which is good for packing on shades. I'm gonna take the color Bailey in the palette, and I'm like really packing that color on. And then I'm gonna dip into the Seafoam Green, Regan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I watched her video, but I suck at pronouncing words. Then I dipped into Sadie, which is the purple. I am always getting eyeshadow in my eye, like in my eyeball. And then I'm gonna go back into that pencil brush that we were using, and I'm basically just gonna kind of smudge everything out, connecting it to the top as well. And then taking the green and the blue shade once again, and I'm gonna kind of smudge them out. And for this, I'm using the J1 brush. So I'm kind of going back and forth with the brushes. I feel like they all can be used for different parts of your eye makeup. It doesn't have to just be for one thing. Because I used this brush in the crease, and I also used it to pack on the lid shade, and then I also used it for the lower lashes, and I feel like it's a very good like multi-purpose brush. So for a pop on the waterline, I'm gonna use the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner, and this one's in the shade Zulu, which is like a really beautiful kind of like blue-green. I think it matches perfectly with the lid shade that we have going on. So I'm just gonna take this and apply it right on my waterline. And of course, I'm gonna do some lower lash mascara. And today I'm just gonna use the Essence Lash Princess, which is one of my faves. So this is the completed look. I feel like a mermaid, and I finally play with some colors, so I'm very proud of myself. So I know this isn't obviously like an everyday makeup look, but I do feel like it is a wearable, colorful look. And surprisingly enough, after playing with this palette, I don't feel overwhelmed. I'm actually inspired to play with more of the shades, and these warm tones, girl, these are calling my name, so I cannot wait to dig into these. But I love the palette. I think it performed really well. At first I was super nervous just because, again, I don't typically play with colors, so whenever I do, it makes me a little nervous because it's not really what I'm used to. But I think the overall look in the end result turned out really nice. And obviously this is a rainbow palette, but it doesn't overwhelm me, and I feel like the colors kind of just complement each other really well. So I'm inspired. I cannot wait to keep using this. Here are some swatches so you can see what the rest of the shades look like. Obviously I didn't use all the colors, but based on what I did use today, I'm very impressed and pleased. And I feel like colorful shadows are always a little bit more difficult to work with, but this, I didn't have an issue with it. So I'm happy with it. And I've tried e.l.f. eyeshadows in the past also, so I didn't really expect anything less from this, to be honest. Their quality as far as shadows is always on point. And I think for the price, it's really great. So I love this little palette. I also really like the Suki To My Heart eyeshadow topper duo. This is beautiful if you want to just amp up any look and add a little extra pop to it, especially like the clear shade, because you can really top it off over any kind of eyeshadow look that you're doing. The glitter is so beautiful. It's not too much, but you definitely get that little extra sparkle, which I love. And then the other lime green shade I absolutely love, because I feel like it's very subtle and perfect for summer if you want to add a little extra pop. Products like this are typically always my favorite because I don't love loose glitter, so I like things like this because you can get that glittery sparkle effect without being messy. So I love this. And last but but not least, these makeup brushes, I'm obsessed with them. Not only is the aesthetic and like the quality of them super on point, but I was actually able to create this entire look using just these. I literally didn't use any of my other eye brushes, so that is very impressive. I love these. I think they're great for an everyday makeup look or even like a look like today. They're definitely doable. They're super affordable, and I feel like these could be a staple in your collection if you're a beginner, if you just need some extra eye brushes. I think these worked really well together. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this inspired you to play with some color, because I know it's really easy to just stick to the neutrals. I know I always do, but this was fun. I liked it and I love this look. So I will leave everything that I used down below if you guys are interested. And congrats to Jkissa on this collab. I think it's beautiful. I love everything about the collection itself, and the message behind it is my favorite. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!